rather dishevelled look. Literally just got back in from the first day at MCM in London. All I can really say about it is definitely different. It still had the same feel as pre-COVID. So there were still the cosplayers there. It was still very much a family-friendly event. It was still fun, but it was definitely a watered-down version. If you want to know about MCM more and a full review, actually will be up on my website within the next 10 days, where there will be a full written review, not only of it from an accessibility point of view, but also from a young person's point of view, and being a carer as well, and how they found their experience of their first time at MCM in London, and the rules that MCM have implemented about over 10s now being classed as adults for tickets. So that might be an interesting read for anybody who's considering coming next time. So as usual, the Excel itself excels when it comes to accessibility. Didn't have any issues entering the building, although we went through a different way this time, because normally I get the creators pass and I go in through a level field. This time we thought we'd try going in through the main route, which most people would do anyway if they didn't have a creators pass. And actually they were very helpful, and it was very well thought out, and we were assisted all the way down the line, and getting through security wasn't a problem. We had no issues accessing the food place we went to. We had no issues accessing any of the stalls in the hall, but bearing in mind Fridays are always quieter, and there is a lot less there than there normally would be. I guess, really, to be honest with you, we won't really know what accessibility is going to be like until we see Saturday. So yeah, overall accessibility has been fine. I had no issues. We've done a couple of panels today. There was no issues getting parked up with the wheelchair within an easy reach of being able to see what was going on. There wasn't any wires to negotiate or cables or anything like that, so that was fine. I haven't been down to the toilets, but the last time, what was it? They belong to the Excel, and MCM really don't have anything to do with that. So, you know, the toilets are the toilets. And they do have disabled toilets, but it's usually a lift down onto the lower floor to go to the toilets for the disabled. Although they do have general public toilets on the same floor, the disabled toilets all go down in a lift to get to it. So yeah, we're going to try tomorrow. We've got a few more panels to try out. We also have the photo props to try out. We're going to see how accessible they are for somebody with limited mobility, to be able to access the photo props. Again, it'll be a lot busier, so we'll be able to see how easy it is on a Saturday to get into the stalls and get served. And just overall, you know, what's going to happen with regards to the COVID safety rules, because it's been very unclear in MCM's literature whether or not the one test would do you for the full weekend. Now, we spoke to some security guards to double check on the way out, and what they've said is these wristbands, I don't know if you can see the colour wristbands, but these will change every day. So even if you've bought a weekend ticket, you'll still need to go up, show a COVID text to say that you're vaccinated or you've got a negative lateral flow. They'll give you a different coloured band before you can have access into the event. Again, that's going to be the same on Sunday. So obviously they want one that's been done within 48 hours. So we did ours on Thursday, which will cover us for Friday and tomorrow, hopefully. And it means that on Sunday we're going to have another lateral flow test before we're going to be allowed in the event, supposedly. We're going to see how rigid they are. We're going to test this, and we're going to actually see how rigid they are about this. So technically 48 hours will be up tomorrow. So we should be able to access the event tomorrow on the same negative lateral flow. Sunday we should need to take another one. Apparently there is testing facilities on site where they will give me the wristband and they will escort us into the arena, but we're going to test it. I'm actually going to rock up on Sunday to the Knoll entrance, show them me lateral flow negative result from Thursday, and then see what happens, because the first security guard I asked didn't actually know whether or not these bands would last us all weekend or whether it'd be changed. And I'm just wondering how many other people are aware of this, and also how many of the staff are actually aware that you're meant to have, you know, different coloured bands for different days. So we'll see how it goes. We've also, on Sunday, we're going to be covering the fact that you also, before you can meet a guest for either an autograph or a photograph, you also have to register that you're COVID safe. So not only do you have to have this, and then you need your badge to get in, or your ticket, but then you also have to go and register as COVID safe in order to do a photo op or a photograph, photo op or an autograph. The other thing you've got to remember is the prices they're charging. After all of that, you still don't get one-on-one time with the person you've went to have a photograph with, because there is going to be a plexiglass between you and them, which has caused a lot of controversy with a lot of people because they haven't reduced the cost of the show tickets or the autograph tickets or the photo opportunity tickets for that reason. And also, when you go and have an autograph, you have to wear a face covering. Now, I know compared to Showmasters, that's not happening. So it'll be interesting to see how that works on Sunday, how that's going to work with me in a wheelchair, because photo ops are tricky when you're in a wheelchair or you're mobily reduced anyway. So with this whole, bringing in this whole plexiglass, not having a carer with you, being able to get, it's going to be interesting to see how that runs. So we'll follow up tomorrow. We'll have a look and see how busy it is, how easy things are to access with, because it's a busy day. We'll see what happens with the COVID safety things. And we'll also see some more of the stages and see what accessibility is like for that. So yeah, thanks for watching this one, and I hope you watch tomorrow's as well. Again, if you haven't already, please follow and subscribe. You can also find me across on Facebook, JCD Talks. You can find me on TikTok, JCD Talks. If you want to see a little bit more lighter side of disability, definitely go on to TikTok. And also don't forget, you've got my website, which is grubo89/wix.com/JCD Talks. Speak to you all later.